Product targeting and product placement are two different concepts, and understanding how they live together can be vital to reducing advertising costs. In this video, Tarik from M19 will explain how misusing product targeting can hurt the PPC performance, and he will share the tips to fix that in your existing campaigns. If you want to check M19 software which can optimize and automate your Amazon PPC advertising campaigns, check the link below as well.
Hi, Tarik. Thank you for joining me here today to share knowledge about how sellers can do better product targeting on Amazon. So before we go into that, could you first introduce yourself and let us know what your background in Amazon space and also how M19 helps Amazon sellers?
Yeah, thank you for having me. So I'm Tarik, CEO of M19. My background is now more than 3 years in the Amazon PPC space. And prior to that, I was more on the Google search optimization space. I spent, me and my other co-founders, more than 7 years in research and development using algorithms and AI to optimize search optimization, like mainly Google ads. And we switched 3.5 years ago to Amazon because we saw the opportunity. We had already the expertise and knowledge into that type of advanced machine learning systems. And M19 is a platform. It's an advertising, a PPC platform that is helping sellers, brands, and agencies automate and optimize all their Amazon advertising in one place. So we do sponsored products, sponsored brands, and sponsored display. And the way we do it is by providing an easy-to-use platform where they will describe what's the business strategy, what are the goals based on profit, on inventory, ranking, whatever. And then the tool will take over to do all the campaign creation, the keyword extraction, the bidding, all the adjustments every day. So here we are talking about hundreds of thousands of actions each day that are done on behalf of each one of our customers. And yeah, for the records, in M19, we've been live for more than 3 years, more than 4,000 Amazon accounts linked, more than 300 million in ad spend quarterly that are managed through the platform.
This means you're definitely the right person to talk about Amazon advertising. And well, today's topic is more about the product targeting. So you have some slides prepared for us as well to share some tips with us. But before we go into that, could you first explain what does it mean to do product targeting on Amazon?
Yeah, you are right. This is a good starting question. There are two things that people usually confuse. Like you have the product targeting. So when you create a campaign, you decide either it's an automatic campaign or a manual campaign. In a manual campaign, you need to decide either you want to go for keyword targeting. So you will input a search term, a keyword, or you want to go for product targeting. So you will specify an ASIN to target. It can be a competitor ASIN, or it can be even your own ASINs that you want to protect. So product targeting campaigns are these campaigns where when you configure them, you input keywords that you want to target. Usually it's competitor keywords from the competitors. Then this is one thing. The second is product page placement. So when you are on a product page on Amazon.com or Amazon.Italy or whatever, when you click on a product, you end on a product page. On this product page, you have sponsored placements on the bottom where you see other similar products. You appear there because you are running ads, not only product targeting ads, because you can be running keyword targeting ads and you will end up on these placements. So let's keep in mind these two different things. Product targeting campaigns, when you specify the competitors you want to go for, and product placement result, where you end up having your own product shown on the bottom of a product page.
Okay, very good. So yeah, that's a good introduction for sure to what you are going to share with us now. So if you're ready, you can share your screen and we can go from there.
Okay, perfect. So I will be using a very simple example all over to understand exactly where I am heading and how we can end up only artificially increasing the cost we pay our advertising if we do the things wrong. Let's assume I am a user. I'm interested. I'm doing a lot of sports. I want to build up some muscle, and I'm interested in whey protein powder. So I go on Amazon, I type whey protein powder chocolate. This is the search term. This is what the user is looking for. Usually what the user is looking for is a search term. And when we talk about keyword, is how this search term will be matched from an advertiser. An advertiser is a brand that is trying to advertise. So in this first column is the search term. Then on the second column, where you have all these pictures, are the campaigns. Campaigns that are created by a brand. Let's say I am the seller and I am selling protein powder. So in my campaign, on my advertising console, I have 6 campaigns. The first one is a product targeting campaign, and I am targeting the picture, this competitor I am showing in the first picture. Single competitor attack, and I am targeting this ASIN. Forget about the search term next to it. Then I have a second campaign where I target this competitor. A third, I target this competitor. Then I have an exact campaign where I target the keyword whey protein powder chocolate. Sorry for the pronunciation. I'm not sure about whey, how it's pronounced. Then a phrase keyword in a dedicated campaign where I target protein powder, and an auto campaign. If I have this in my advertising console, it means that I will have 6 campaigns that are eligible, that might match any user that is typing whey protein powder chocolate. Why? Because the first one, this competitor is ranked on this search term. So if you have a competitor that is ranked on a search term, when you target the competitor, you will be eligible to the search term your competitor is ranked for. So this is why the first product targeting campaign will make you eligible for all users that are looking for whey protein powder chocolate by targeting a competitor. So it's the same thing for the second one and the same thing for the third one. For the last 3, it's pretty obvious. Here it's exact. I'm targeting the same search term. In phrase, I have protein powder. It's included in the whey protein powder chocolate. And auto campaign, it's getting everything. So now let's explain what will happen from Amazon side. From Amazon side, how Amazon will see it, will see that, hey, for this brand, I have 6 ways of giving him the impression for these search terms. And for each way in my campaigns, I have a bid. So for the first one, I have a bid of $2, the second 1.8, the third 2.2, etc. So I will do the campaign that will win the Amazon internal auction is the third one, because it's there where I have the highest bid. I'm bidding 2.2. So Amazon, they are very nice. So they want to maximize our chances to have sponsored exposure. But at the same time, they think also for their revenue. The higher our bid is, the more money we will give to Amazon when we really win the auction and we have our product displayed. The tricky thing is not only that you do product targeting and you end up matching search intent and not only product engagement, is that. So let's, depending on how you play with multipliers, the bids you really input on Amazon will be different. Let me explain that. So for the first 3 campaigns, if I have a placement multiplier for the product targeting, for example, let's say times 5 and a bid 0.4, at the end, it's the same end results. 5 times 0.4, it will end up the end bid is $2. And if I do put this multiplier, placement multiplier, only for product page, I will have the $2 only for the product placement results, which means that I won't be showing my product on users that are typing whey protein powder chocolate. So you see now I switched. If with the same campaign structure, if I just play with product placement multipliers and use, for example, ×5 and reduce the initial bid a lot, I won't be eligible with my product targeting campaigns for a search intent. And the campaign that will be winning is my exact campaign with whey protein powder chocolate with a bid of 1.5. So I might end up paying 1.5 instead of 2.2, which can be a very, very big difference in terms of cost. And the way to make it even better, not only to play with placement, I will show you after with the recap exactly what are the actions to do to make sure that we don't artificially increase the bids, is for the phrase and auto campaign. Even in these, we can have them make sure that they don't compete with the exact. For example, in the phrase protein powder, we can have in exact negative the full whey protein powder chocolate, and auto campaign the same thing. This way, we will make sure that whey protein powder chocolate will match only through exact, and we will be paying only the bid of exact, no matter what the other bids are in the other targeting formats. Does it make sense, LISETT? Do you follow?
Yeah, I follow. I just started to write down a question for myself to ask you later, but I will ask now. So I wanted to say that it's definitely something that a lot of sellers haven't paid attention to before, I believe. So they have already those campaigns up and running. So if anyone is watching us now and would like to go over the existing campaigns and kind of adjust everything to kind of use this placement trick, then can you give us an overview? What would be like the first steps? Like how should they go into the existing campaigns to do that?
Yeah, okay. This is a perfect, thank you for the question. By the way, we didn't prepare it like this. It's a very good transition for the takeaways. By the way, a very good experiment or thing to check if you are listening to this video is go on your product targeting campaigns and go to the placement tab and just check what is the cost on product page against top of search, against rest of search. If you don't have at least 80% of your cost or sponsored sales that are happening on product page placement, it means that your configurations needs to be readjusted. And I assure you that if you don't play well with the adjustments and you don't have the right structure, if you go to your product targeting campaigns, you will have a lot of costs and a lot of sales that are on top of search, for which you don't know what is the on what search it happened, because it's a product targeting campaign. And this is the other hidden thing outside the fact of just increasing the cost. Even when it's happening and the cost is already high, you miss the information. You don't know at the end. You end up on the top of search, but you don't know top of search of what search term. You just know that it went through a competitor. This is the second inconvenient of not doing the placement right and not doing the product targeting right. So first thing, you need to have at least 80%. If you check, you will see that it won't be the case for most cases. Then to fix it, you can go and divide all your bids for the product targeting campaigns by 3. You can do 3, 4, or 5 or whatever. And then you, for example, if you bid $1, it's like here. If you bid, you used to bid $2 for this competitor, you reduce it to 0.4 and add a multiplier of 5 for the product page placement at campaign level. So here, just as an example, this is how we do it in M19 automatically for all our customers. We divide by 3 for the thousand and thousand of competitors we go for each ASIN, and we use 200% adjustment at product page placement. So this needs to be done. Anyways, you have only the option to do it at campaign level, and you do it for all product page. Product targeting campaigns. So pretty straightforward and easy to put in place, and they can reassure you that the cost should drop. You will have more control and more visibility on exactly what's happening. When you have a top of search or F search, it needs to be keyword targeting, so you know what search term it belongs to. When you have a product page placement costs or sponsored sale, you want to know on what competitor page it happened, or on what page from your own catalog when you do brand protection it is happening. So this is what you want to have all the time in your campaign structure.
Thank you very much for answering my question and also helping sellers now. I guess that's all from the slides, right?
Yeah, this is my last slide.
Perfect. So regarding to the product targeting ad, I think you didn't cover, but how sellers could choose which are the good products they should target.
There are a lot of different ways of doing it. So there are different strategies of doing it. Either you go for the top of the category, your main big competitors, the ones that are having hundreds or thousands of reviews, and you have a dedicated campaign for strong competitors. So this either you know them by heart because you know perfectly your category, or you can do just a reverse ASIN lookup in brand analytics directly, or whatever. By the way, there is a free tool on M19 that will help you do that. So this is one strategy. You have some that goes for the weak ones. Yes, it's easier to steal sales from the weak competitors that has less reviews or a higher price or a less quality price than quality product than yours, but at the same time they don't have a lot of traffic. So it's always this trade-off between very popular, competitive, costly, but a lot of potential, a lot of traffic, or long tail where you have few. It's easy to win there, less competition and fewer costs. So either you do one or the other, or you do it the M19 way, where you go for everything, the top and the bottom, and you adjust your bidding, your budgets and everything based on profitability you have on each. So if it's profitable on the top, we go for it and we adjust it real time based on profitability there. And the tail, and for the tail, it's the long tail, it's the same thing. It's the statistical machine learning way of doing it. Go for everything and adjust based on how profitable each segment is.
Okay. And generally speaking, should sellers use product targeting more for getting additional sales, or is it more for increasing the awareness of their products?
I think both. And I would argue that it will make it more additional sales than awareness, because people that are already on product pages, they are very close to the conversion. So if you manage to be there and you manage to get this click, you are very, very close from the conversion. So I see it more as a performance advertising product than a brand awareness one.
Thank you very much for that answer as well. And now it's a perfect time to wrap up. So could you once more explain what M19 offers for Amazon sellers, and also what's the best way to sign up for your product?
Yeah, so the best way to sign up for our product is to go on our website, m19.com. Pretty easy, straightforward. You can have access to the platform for free, and we also have a freemium version of the platform to start automate and operate your advertising. With M19, you will be able to save time in PPC management and also save some money, because what we are achieving is having a human brain that is describing the strategy, like setting the goals, setting how it needs to be done, what products need to promote it, what's the profit of each product, and based on profit, inventory, rankings, etc., the tool is then taking over and doing all the heavy lifting and the thousands of operations. So the tool is, if I have to describe it, it's an easy to use platform to automate and optimize for all ads format.
Okay, sounds really convenient for the sellers for sure. So thanks again for joining me, and good luck in your business.
Thank you. Thank you.
I hope this video will help you to better optimize your PPC campaigns and save some advertising cost. If you want to try M19 software, check the link below in the description. And if you have any questions, you are welcome to write them in the comment section below. And also, if you enjoy the content we create, click the like and subscribe buttons below. And now I recommend you to watch other video with Tarik, where he teaches how to stop keyword and product targeting overlap for the same Amazon PPC placement.